Do we need chanterelles tonight?
Yummy, 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 yummy.
Itsumono in the Chinatown ID neighborhood has made a name for itself by taking a scoop here and a few slices there of culinary traditions from around the world.
There you go. We call ourselves a Mukokuseki gastropub. Means like no nation, no borders.
But it's what doesn't make it on the plate at Itsumono that's lifted its popularity to a whole new level.
Watch your step.
Restaurant to Garden is a Seattle nonprofit that's walking the talk when it comes to making the process of composting even greener. It turns out R2G has unlocked a simple answer to a complex problem.
Be careful.
When sanitation workers pick up your food and yard waste, they have to burn fuel, which creates greenhouse gases, which impact our environment. But Restaurant to Garden uses pure people power.
That's everything.
Walking in to pick up compostable food scraps from Itsumono's back door. Then taking an eco-friendly hike about 2 blocks north to a spot that can put this material to good use, the CID's Danny Wu Community Garden.
Us localizing this process decreases the use of that transportation and creates a circular economy in this area.
Amy Bettel is the executive director of R2G.
Open these bags into the metal buckets, and then we will start chopping the food waste.
And she knows, at first, this may look disgusting. But once this food waste is cut into roughly 1-inch pieces and combined with a bokashi bran full of essential microbes that can start a fermenting process, a layered delicacy is starting to cook.
This is the bokashi lasagna. We also use the analogy of dusting powdered sugar on a cake.
Then that cake, or lasagna, goes in a 5-gallon bucket and is allowed to break down for a few months before it's cycled through the 4-foot by 4-foot earth cube to become nutrient-rich compost.
We're going to empty as much of it as we can today.
For Bettel, this process of breaking down food scraps is building up Seattle's environmental health and the cultural health of the Chinatown ID neighborhood.
Us providing that compost is important to our connection with our community. It's multi-generational, it spans multiple languages.
As Iku Yang explains it, when he moved to Chinatown many years ago, the city gave him this little plot of land to grow fruits and vegetables to provide to the community. Thanks to Restaurant to Garden, he appreciates not having to buy any compost. And he appreciates the kindness of a younger generation, helping continue an age-old gardening tradition.
I get to see all the Asian aunties and uncles here.
Volunteers like Kevin Lee say working with R2G feels like being part of a family. It takes hard work, and there may be some missteps along the way. But Lee says finding the strength to dig deep and overcome those obstacles to grow something beautiful is what R2G is all about.
I see that and I see this this resilience in the city, and I just love it how like there's so much spirit here.
City figures show businesses in Seattle throw out nearly 22,000 tons of food every year. Restaurants are working hard to make sure any edible food goes to our food banks. But for what does have to be thrown away, Restaurant to Garden is seeing a major opportunity. R2G is planning to build a new facility on King Street at the site of the old Asian Counseling and Referral Services Food Bank. The project will include a 40-foot composter called an earth flow to scale up operations and hopefully bring in even more food service partners.
There's waste in every restaurant, and there should be a plan for it.
Sean Arakaki is chef-owner of Itsumono, which, along with the Panama Hotel, are the only 2 restaurants working with R2G currently.
It's an honor, really. We're really glad that we could be of use.
And he's even able to work in some produce from the Danny Wu Community Garden in his cooking. A full-circle win for the environment and a restaurant where now even the leftovers are getting 5-star reviews.
We're getting some return on our waste, which, it's not so wasteful.
As the old saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make some high-quality, hyper-localized compost.
All right, Issa, can you come here so you can sprinkle both of these buckets?
Or as Amy Bettel puts it, finding a way you can positively impact our planet and your community makes a lot of lives better, including your own.
For us, making it hyperlocal doesn't take away from our contributions to that big picture. I think I have a lot of gratitude for what this organization is doing for the neighborhood and also what the organization is doing for me.
Watch CityStream Tuesday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or find us anytime online at seattle.gov.